comments ultimately, like, why do we want to even go to the places where we're not accepted, where people are acting like that towards us? It does raise a bigger question, but it's almost like, dang, we can't just go out and enjoy ourselves like everybody else. Also,
you can, but if you know that, bruh, the biggest thing is we can't just go out and enjoy ourselves like everybody else, bruh. You can, but why do you want to go where everybody else wants to go? There's other spots in Miami that don't deal with that shit that y'all could go to, but y'all don't choose those spots. Why do you want to be like? Why do you want to be with everybody else and like everybody else?
another big thing, kind of going back to how I found the promoter. The only way I was able to connect with that promoter was through using websites like Instagram, using like social media apps. It doesn't matter what promoter, who you connect with in Miami. If you're trying to go out in Miami with a friend group, they are going to ask you one of two questions. How many girls are you with? And two, what are their Instagrams? Send me pictures of them. And I was kind of flabbergasted when this started happening to me. This first, mind you, I've been to Miami one time. This first time I ever went to Miami with my friends, I was like, why y'all want to see pictures of us? That's weird. But they were like, oh, we have men and we trying to see if, y'all fit the aesthetic. I mean, they didn't say that verbatim, but that's what they were looking for. Like, they were trying to find women who fit a certain look, who looked a certain way. Like, especially promoters, so they're trying to bring men and women together. They're mostly looking for white women. And especially if they have like white men who are spending a lot of money. I'm not trying to say that like there's no places for black women in Miami, because that's absolutely not true. But a lot of those bigger clubs like Live, 11, like those clubs that are like celebrities are going to them to perform, like their lines are clean out the door. Like those are the clubs that you're gonna be encountering, like the clubs that you want to go to when you think of Miami and you're like, wow, like I'm really in Miami. Those are the clubs that you are going to have encounter these things at, because ultimately, yes, they are looking for certain women to come in that fit a certain aesthetic. Unless you get there super duper early, maybe you can have a chance of getting in there and just staying the whole night. But yeah, if you try to get there at a reasonable hour, it'll be very, very hard unless you're trying to pay $100 at the door. And if you go the promoter way, know that they are going to ask for your friends' Instagrams, your friends' pictures. And if your friend does not have like a baddie Instagram, or pictures that like make her, or I don't want to say like over sexualized, but like ultimately, if we're being very honest, that's what they're looking for girls who have a little something on them, know how to look good. And if your friends are very beautiful but they're just natural, they just keep it cute, keep it simple, they don't try to do too much, those promoters are gonna, your friend is cute and all, but like no, like it sucks. But I also, that's the whole point of this video, is to get down into the nitty gritty as to,
I'd say the only time they'll actually let a fat bitch into there, or maybe an ugly one into, I can't say ugly, maybe a fat female into excuse me, I'm not even tired, so I don't even know why I did that. Only time they'll let a fat female into the club is if she has a lot of clout. She's part of the baddies. Like, she's part of the baddies and shit like that, like they'll probably let her in. Or if baddies is hosting. But that's the only way I can see that happening.
why Miami is such a negative impacting place for friend groups, because that can be a hard thing when it's like you're trying to connect with promoters and they don't feel like some of your friends are up to the caliber, or they feel like some of your friends are up to the caliber but you aren't. It can go anyway. But I don't want to end off this section on a bad note. I will say that the last night that me and my friends spent in Miami, we had a ball, because we all realized after not getting in night one, not getting in night two, mind you, these were just the nightcaps. The days were fun. We went to the beach, we went out to Versace's mansion, we went out to eat, we did a lot of fun things. These were just the nightcaps. Like when we were trying to okay, we finished up the day stuff, had our fun, we're gonna go and do a nightcap, we could never get into the clubs we wanted to get into, right? This is my friend's birthday trip, mind you. The last night, we do finally decide, okay, we're not gonna leave it up to chance anymore. We have one more night here. We need to get into a club. We all decided after 2 nights of failed attempts, we're just gonna pay. But we are not gonna just go and pay at the door. That's not worth it. Sorry, we're from Texas. We are bargainers. So we were like, we're gonna find a package deal that makes $100 worth it. So I ended up finding a Instagram package deal through this promoter. I can't remember it now. This was so many years ago. But I found it through this promoter's Instagram feed. And it was like, oh, they can pick you up from the hotel. They can take you to this bar where other people are also doing this package deal. You get free drinks, free champagne. You get to mix and mingle. And then from there, we get on a party bus and we go to the club and we get fast track into the front of the line into the club. All for $100.
That's how you fucking do it. That's how you do it. You make the most. See, what they did was they said, you know what? We gonna pay to get in the club, but guess what? We gonna make it worth our fucking while when we pay to get in the club. And they have options to do that. They were smart enough to not let that shit ruin their trip and shit like that. They were actually cognizant and outsmarted the system. A lot of people wouldn't even think about that. That's very smart to do. I love my intelligent, beautiful, melanated queens when they being smart, man. I love it. I love it. Kudos to them. I'm glad they put that shit out there.
Like, well then, I'll pay $100 for that. This actually makes sense. Like $100 just to get into the club, then you still gotta pay for drinks in the club? Absolutely not. I was like, you know what? If we're gonna pay $100, we're gonna get more with it.
Facts.
And this was the best deal. And this was the night of my friend's birthday, so it worked out perfectly. They picked us up from the hotel in a limo. We went to the bar. We had free champagne. We met another birthday girl. We started like linking up, having fun with them. We got on the party bus. Party bus took us straight to the club. I don't even remember what club it took us to. It was one of those clubs. And we got in. 2 Chainz performed All I Want for My Birthday. Funny enough, we were not expecting to even get in a section when we got in the club. We were just like, okay, we got into a club. We're just gonna have a good time. We didn't even mind if we had to pay for like a couple drinks for ourselves or whatever. But ultimately, the minute we got in the club, a guy approached us. Mind you, one of the only black guys in the club, which is very funny. But he found me and my friends, the few of the only black girls in the club, mind you. And they pulled us right into their sections, y'all. We had drinks all night. Didn't have to worry about a thing. That was a very, very, very good time. But it ultimately would not have occurred had we not just put down some coin. And it kind of...
Just wait till I get to Miami. Nothing but black bitches. Nothing but beautiful melanated queens in my section. Nothing but beautiful melanated queens in my fucking section. No, I don't want no white bitches in my section, bro. No. Now, some exotic Hispanic females, I do that. Some Asian women, I do that. But majority melanated queens. I don't want no fat bitches in my shit. I'm gonna be honest. And that's any race. No fat bitches in my section. Don't even think you'll be able to get in. But if you do end up paying $100, or if you do end up sneaking your way in, ain't no fat bitches in my section. Nope. No thank you. No BBLs either. I don't want no BBL bitches in my section. But you gotta be all natural. No sticks either. I don't want no walking stick. I don't want no chopstick. I want a naturally beautiful, fit, melanated queen or some exotic females. But mostly melanated, beautiful, healthy, weighted, voluptuous body queens. That's how it's gonna be.
Goes back to the idea that, hey, if you want to have fun in Miami, you're gonna have to spend some money. Unless you're well connected, unless you go with dudes, or you just know dudes down there that are gonna like get you and your girls in and like pay for things. If you're just visiting Miami with your friends,
I'm not paying for no ugly hoe and no fat bitch to get a drink or drink up my shit, especially when I'm paying all this fucking money. Nope, not doing it.
Down there, like me and my friends, expect to pay a little bit of something. But ultimately, if you're on vacation, you should already plan to like pay to have fun, pay to do the things you want to do, and budget beforehand. Because if you don't, you will not have fun. Or if you do that and your friends don't, you will not have fun. So everybody needs to be on the same page. It all comes back to communication. Social media pressure. Then there's the social media factor. Miami trips are basically Instagram baits. Poolside pics, club videos.
No bitches with lip fillers either. No bitches with lip fillers. No bitches with titty jobs. All natural. All natural.
And beach selfies that are expected
no Botox.
The pressure to capture perfect, very vibe curated content can actually create jealousy, believe it or not. It can create a lot of jealousy and insecurity within the friend group if everybody's not on the same page with that, or if everybody's not very comfortable in front of the camera like that, or if everybody in the group is not like a close friend of yours. Like literally, I've seen so many story times where girls are on trips with girls who are a friend of a friend, and they like content. They like to get content for themselves, for their social medias. Is something that they like to do. They like to make TikToks, but then other girls on the trip are like not into that stuff. They kind of like sly hate on them, like, oh girl, you taking a lot of pictures, oh girl, you taking a lot of videos, oh girl, you filming again, oh you vlogging. Oh, as a YouTuber, I will not get along with you if you're like that. I'm just saying that right now. Like, my friends know me, they know I like to film, and not from like a conceited way. It's just something I like to do. I like to capture moments. I like to make travel vlogs. I like to make fun TikToks. It's something that I find fun. I don't mind it if any of my friends don't like that or don't want to be in them, but don't judge me for doing what makes me happy. And don't.
That's facts. I can't do nothing but respect what she's saying, because that is facts. Look, just say you don't want to be in my vlog or in my content, and that's cool. All right, I ain't gonna put you in, but don't be out here just because I want to take my videos and I'm putting them on my shit. Don't be shitting on me, because I'm not shitting on you for taking your own pics and just keep them in your arsenal for your memories. I don't judge you. I don't think about it anyway. I don't think about what you're doing for your shit. Like, so don't judge me. I totally agree with that. If people want to do their shit for content, then yeah, it's their trip, it's their shit, and they go ahead and build in their business by making content. Yes, they do that, but you don't judge them, because they're not judging you doing your own shit, but not doing it for the same reason they are.
Don't judge me for doing what I enjoy. If you don't like that, that's fine. But don't rub your insecurity off on me. And that's what happens on a lot of Miami girlfriend trips. Whenever it comes to like a girl who does like capturing content, a girl who needs pictures and lots of them, a girl who wants to get TikToks and like do things like that. And then the girl on the opposite spectrum who just wants to relax and just wants to be in the moment. And doesn't want to do all that. There's nothing wrong with either side, but either side needs to be respectful of both sides.
Yes,
and a lot of the times that's not the case. Especially if one girl ends up with all the it girl shots while another girl gets cropped out of like every group pic. According to a 2022 study on social media and friendship satisfaction, people who feel excluded in group photos or videos often report a significant drop in friendship satisfaction. This is a very real thing. I wouldn't even say this is something that's pertaining to just Miami, but it's something that can happen there. If you're on trip and you need a picture and you're asking your friend for picture on picture on picture on picture, and you're taking pictures with only some of the girls on the trip, or you're taking videos with only some of the girls on the trip, like, unless that friend voiced clearly like, hey, I don't really feel comfortable taking pictures and videos or this and this and that, and you're just simply excluding them. You see it a lot on trips. Maybe your friends next to you are taking videos or taking selfies together a lot, and I mean, you never said you weren't okay with being in the videos or the selfies, so you start to feel excluded. It can happen a lot, and that can also cause a lot of turmoil or inner turmoil on trips that can lead to something that is more tangible.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. I get that, because when I went to Nashville, I went with my best friend who's a firefighter and his other firefighter buddies for the firefighter buddy's birthday. I remember when we went to this, which is like Nashville. It was like a Nashville barbecue spot. And after we got the food, ended up taking pictures. I took pictures with my buddy and his, and I took pictures with my buddies, and then they all got like a fireman's pick. And I mean, my thing is, I didn't feel excluded because they're firemen. I'm not yet. Now, did I get a picture? I think I got in a picture with all of them, because it's like, oh, it's a future fireman right here. I don't remember though. But I know they got pictures. I didn't feel excluded. But if you all are friends, like going on an actual friends trip, and you're not taking pictures with one friend, there's some ongoing hostility or ongoing like I said, there's already inner turmoil or some shit like that, to where there's a reason why you're not taking no pictures. Everybody should be getting the pictures. If y'all all cool like you say you are, there's some fakeness going on. already drama.
Y'all know I've really been getting into reading some of these Reddit stories. And there was a woman who came out with a confession where she said that her friend posted 20 Miami pics and she wasn't in a single one. She also paid for half the room, half of everything. Now, in that case, I wouldn't really go as far as to say like, oh, that's dead wrong that her friend didn't post her, because at the same time, that's your friend's Instagram, that's your friend's like social media. There's no obligation for her to post anyone or anything. Hear me out. I feel like this is the same argument of like a girl who goes on a trip, right? And she doesn't post any pictures. Well, that's kind of the same thing. Like she went on the trip and she didn't post any pictures, so she still never posted you. She might have posted some stories or something or whatever like that, but like she never posted you. Nobody would be mad at that. But because somebody goes on the trip and they post a bunch of pictures of everything else but none of you, it's wrong. And I don't agree with that, just because I feel like,
you know what it's like? It's like when a female goes on a trip with a dude, it gets flown out, or with a trip with her dude, and she's keeping her dude mysterious. So she says he pays for everything and pays for, you know, the dinner, just the spot she's going to, but she doesn't show the dude. And other guys that are either on her roster or other females, they automatically know like there's a dude that's paying for it. She may give like little hints, like show maybe a watch or something like that, but she won't show she won't show the whole thing because she's trying to flex. I associate that to that, honestly, because she's trying to keep her hoes, but also she's trying to go ahead and have her cake and eat it too. That's what she's doing, trying to have her cake and eat it too.
people's social media should be for themselves. If they don't want to post other people and they only want to post themselves or like pictures of, you know, activities they're doing or whatever, I feel like that people are entitled to that. I don't think that anyone is ever entitled to like be on your social media. So in that case, I do kind of disagree with that in terms of like that being, I guess, a reason to just like not want to be somebody's friend on a trip or like break up with a friend over a trip. But like I said, everybody's different. Some girls on the trip, especially if they're not your friend like that, or if they are your friend and they feel some type of way about that, maybe it's y'all's first trip together, you can't know that beforehand. Ultimately, it all really does come back down to communication. You need to first communicate about the money, then you need to communicate about what activities you and your friends are going to do, not want to do, because there's a big difference between wants and are. And a lot of people, oh yeah, I would be down to do that, I'll be down to do this, I'll be down to do that before the trip, get on the trip.
No veneers either. I don't want no porcelain in my fucking section either. You see these pearly fucking whites? You see these? All mine. All mine, all me. The bitches in my section, they gotta have all they real teeth. Now if you got your wisdom teeth taken out, that's okay. It's alright. The rest of your teeth gotta be all yours. No veneers. And I'll be there's some fine women with some braces too that I'll go ahead. Hey, I had braces that fix my grill. I do some fine women with some braces too.
Ooh, that's expensive. Ooh, that's too expensive. Ooh, that's too much. And you wonder why your friendship's not lasting. But yes, you guys, that is my final deep dive into the fiasco that is Miami trips for girl groups. I felt like this was something that was very relevant to come out with and talk about because it's something that I can deeply relate to, but it's also something that is relevant right now as we are entering the summertime. We're entering a huge vacation time, and I'm sure a lot of people will be going to Miami soon, if not have already for spring break or just currently in Miami. I also hope this video really resonates for people who've never been to Miami, because I never watched anything like this before I went to Miami. So
this shit came out a month ago. What the hell?
These are some of the biggest reasons, if not the three biggest reasons why friendships break up after a Miami trip. The biggest one is financial issues, and it can be resolved if everybody just sends their money and saves it before even going, and if everybody talks about financially.
In any trip, pre-plan, save up money, like That's how you do it for any trip, not just Miami.
What is everybody okay with doing before you go on the trip?
Yes.
Okay, because if you're not on the same page, do not force the trip. Two, the club culture and the colorism and all of that. I don't want you to like not go with certain friends because you feel like you're gonna be treated a certain way. There are tons of places in Miami that will accept every woman. There are tons of places in Miami that will accept every size and look of women, every color of women, every skin tone of women. Find those places and go to those places. I'm sure the clubs we were going to were having the problems we were having because they were some of the biggest clubs in Miami, some of the crowded clubs. But then, like I said, when we went inside there, we didn't see our people. I mean, we saw 2 Chainz and some of our people like performing and like some of our people who have money. But like other than that, like it really wasn't a lot of like black girls in those clubs regardless. So,
and guess what? Say I'm performing there as well. Say I'm performing at one of my one of those spots in Live. I'm telling the promoter, if I don't see, it better be majority beautiful melanated queens. If there's not, I'm not performing. I'll say that. That's gonna be one of my requirements. Just the bag, and then I better see majority beautiful melanated queens. Shit. I mean, queens and kings, I can give a fuck about the niggas. I want to see my beautiful melanated queens. I don't want no white bitches. There better be a minority of white bitches, majority of melanated queens, some exotic females, some Asians, minority white. That's how that's what I do. See, I'm strict out here.
A lot of people were telling us of other places that were way more fun that we could have checked out that we missed that opportunity. So like definitely do your research on fun places to go. Don't just like go with the most popular places you see on TikTok and just like on a whim, because yeah, sometimes you might encounter those things. But if you do want to go to those places, then understand that, hey, that's probably gonna mean paying more, and just knowing that you're okay with that. And then the third,
paying more or not getting in.
Third thing is just socially and social media wise, don't let what's going on a trip or what somebody wants to take pictures of or do on a trip bother you. But I forgot to mention, don't be that friend that's just asking your friend for a bunch of pictures and you're getting the best angles of them, and then when it's your time to get pictures, they turn around the camera and be turning it upside down, be angling it weird. No, work together with your friends to get good pictures of everybody. Do not be a hater friend, okay? And if you do go on a trip with a hater friend and you figure out that, okay, this is a hater friend, then you probably shouldn't go on any more trips with them. And ultimately, I feel like maybe Miami just be exposing those hater friends. I feel like that's honestly what it probably just comes down to. But yeah, like I said, that's my deep.
Sometimes Miami is what you hoes need to understand that not every single hoe is your friend. Sometimes man, hold on, I'm up. Push this over because I'm tired of me. There we go. I need this shit centered. Sometimes Miami is what you hoes need to expose your bad friends. It's like I don't listen to your higher self or your God on the regular day-to-day life when they say, hey, this individual that you're with is not good for you because they're draining your energy, or they're jealous of you, or they're envious. They have some type of low vibrational negative spirit towards you. Sometimes you females need Miami to expose the people who's taking advantage of you. So if you want to go on a Miami trip, go on a Miami trip with that female that you know in your gut doesn't fuck with you, but you still try to force a relationship.
Dive as to why Miami is the Bermuda Triangle for friendships. You are bound to have an amazing time in Miami, and I highly recommend that everybody go and visit Miami. This is not a Miami hates video. This is actually Miami's a fun place as long as you know how to navigate it well. And if you want to come out of it with your friendships and your friend groups and your girls, watch this video and send it to a friend who probably needs to hear it as well. Hit the comments and share your wildest vacation story, as I am going to be reading all the comments and I definitely want to hear it. And did you leave your trip with your friendships that you went there with, or did something happen? Let us know in the comments below, as we want to hear your stories. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm so excited to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for chatting with me, besties. Don't forget to stay delusional, but keep it cute.
Don't be delusional. Don't be delusional. I don't give a fuck what you guys. Don't be delusional. But shout out to Cara Days. That was a great video. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and shit, I fuck with that shit. Should I subscribe? Like the video. And then you know, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to her. Cause that was a very, very good video.